Good day, my dear students. Welcome to our oral communication in context class. Our lesson for today is about intercultural communication. What is intercultural communication? Intercultural communication happens when individuals interact, negotiate, and create meanings while bringing in their varied cultural backgrounds, according to Ting Toomey in 1999. It may involve people from different nationalities, ethnicities, religions, or sexual orientations, according to Goody Coots in 2003. This type of communication is deeply tied to cultural identity, how we think, speak, behave, and relate with others. It involves values, language, attitudes, nonverbal signals, relationship building. For example, nodding means yes in many Western and Asian countries, but in Greece or Albania, it means no. In Japanese culture, silence is a form of communication, while in Western culture, it may be misunderstood. The developmental model of intercultural sensitivity, created by Bennett and Bennett in 2004. This model outlines 6 stages of how people perceive cultural differences. First stage of developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is denial. The individual does not recognize cultural differences. An individual in the denial stage might be heard saying, "All cities are the same. They all have tall buildings, fast food chains, and coffee shops." This means that people don't notice cultural differences. They may assume everyone behaves like them, that they believe that all cities are the same. The second stage of developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is defense. The individual starts to recognize cultural differences and is intimidated by them, resulting in either a superior view on how culture or an unjustified high regard for the new one. An individual in the defense stage might be heard saying, "This culture does not view life the way we do," or "The culture is certainly better. Their ways are better than my own. I wish I were one of them." People recognize differences but feel threatened. They believe that their culture is superior. Our culture is better than theirs. The third stage of developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is minimization. Although individuals may see cultural differences, they bank more on the universality of ideas rather than on cultural differences. An individual in the minimization stage might be heard saying, "Once we see through the cultural differences, we are really just the same." People see some differences but focus on the similarities. They believe that deep down we are all the same. The fourth stage of the developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is acceptance. The individual begins to appreciate the importance of cultural differences in behaviors and eventually in values. An individual in acceptance stage might be heard saying, "These people and I have different values and experiences, and I think we can learn from one another." People respect and understand cultural differences. They accept that other views are valid and valuable. They believe that we have different values and that's okay. The fifth stage of the developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is adaptation. The individual is very open to world views when accepting new perspectives. An individual in the adaptation stage might be heard saying, "To address our issue, I have to adjust my approach to consider both my own and my counterpart's background." People adjust their behavior to communicate across cultures. They become more flexible and effective. They believe that I'll change how I approach this conversation. The last stage of the developmental model of intercultural sensitivity is integration. Individuals start to go beyond their own cultures and see how themselves and their actions based on multifarious cultural viewpoints. An individual in the integration stage might be heard saying, I can look at the things from the perspective of various cultures. People see themselves as part of many cultures. They easily switch perspectives. What are the characteristics of competent intercultural communicators? First, flexibility and ability to tolerate high levels of uncertainty. It means you know how to adjust to a new or unpredictable situation. Second, reflectiveness or mindfulness. This means that you need to be thoughtful about your words and actions. Next is open mindedness. This means that you are willing to learn from others. Fourth is sensitivity. You should be aware of others' feelings and customs. Fifth, adaptability. It means you can change your style when it is necessary. Sixth, ability to engage in different, divergent thinking or thinking creatively, and systems level thinking or thinking how each one in a system or organization influence each other. You need to be a creative thinker. You should consider new ideas or perspectives. And then the last one is politeness. You should always show respect. Why intercultural communication matters? Intercultural communication matters because it allows people from different cultural backgrounds to understand each other better, avoiding misunderstanding and conflicts. In today's globalized world, we constantly interact with individuals who have different beliefs, values, and communication styles. By learning how to communicate effectively across cultures, we build respect, reduce stereotypes, and promote harmony in our schools, workplaces, and communities. It also helps us for meaningful relationships, enhances teamwork, and prepares us for the future careers that require intercultural competence. Overall, intercultural communication fosters empathy, cooperation, and peace in a diverse society.